In this video we'll discuss how you can create a split view UX component. So a split view is a very common design pattern in mobile applications, and in the split view you typically have the screen split into two pieces, split vertically, with a left hand panel that has a menu in it, and by making a selection in the menu you control what is displayed in the detail panel. So you can see here we have a simple UX component with a menu item, a list of menu items on the left hand side, and then a detail panel on the right hand side. And if we go back to design view, we can see that this is accomplished by having a panel layout control, and inside the panel layout we have two panels, a menu panel and then a master panel, and then of course the panel layout is set to flow from left to right. So let's start from scratch and see how this was done. So I'll just go and delete all the controls, so now we have no controls in the container, and I'll get a quick start by going to quick panels and then just choosing insert predefined panels and choosing a split view. So when I choose a split view, which I could also have chosen by just clicking predefined split view over here, Alpha 5 is going to go and build a split view layout for me. And of course when we go now and run it in iPad simulation mode, where there's enough room for the menu panel to be displayed, we can see the menu panel and the detail panel. But if we switch, for example, to an iPhone vertical layout, there isn't enough room now for the menu, so the menu panel is hidden, and then we can display it by clicking on this button over here. So let's go back and look at what actually happened behind the scenes. So first thing we'll do is take a look at the menu panel, and we can see that the menu panel, we've specified that this panel has a size of 200 pixels. Then let's go take a look at the master panel, and we've said that the minimum size of the master panel is 300 pixels, but we've not specified a layout size. So by specifying a minimum size, we've said that the layout size is going to be as big as the available space, but that the minimum size is 300 pixels. If there is less than 300 pixels available for this panel, then this panel is going to start forcing other panels to go and dock themselves. So when we go look at the menu panel over here, we can see that this layout size is 200 pixels, which means that if there is not 200 pixels available, then this panel is going to go and be docked automatically, and with the options that we have are collapse before, collapse after, auto collapse before, which means collapse if necessary, and auto collapse after. So before means that the panel is collapsed to the left of the dominant panel, and after means it's collapsed to the right of the dominant panel. So in this case the dominant panel is the master panel. So what we've done over here is we've said that this menu panel is going to be 200 pixels wide, but if there's not enough space for it, then it's going to be docked. So let's go back now to working preview, and you can see there isn't enough space for it now, so it's docked. And then when we press this button, we bring that menu panel into view. Now let's go take a look at how this menu button was done. So we can see that in the panel here, in the panel layout, we put in a header, and then in the header we've put a button, and we've given the button an ID, so we just chose menu button. And then when we go back to the panel layout, we've specified that this panel layout has what's called docked panel controller buttons. So the docked panel is the panels that are hidden, and we've said here that that menu button number 1, let's edit this, that the ID of the button, which is menu button, is going to control the panel called master panel. So this is all that was necessary to create the button that brought the menu panel into view. So I go here now, click this button, and that's going to bring the menu panel into view. And this pattern here is a very common pattern in mobile applications. And then if I'd like to go ahead and hide this panel, I can just click anywhere off the panel and it'll go away. And there's also an action in Action JavaScript to hide it automatically. Thank you very much for watching.